One of the biggest questions comic book movie fans have been asking is when we're going to get a new standalone Hulk film. The character was one of the fan favorites in the original Avengers movie. Fans were thrilled to hear he'll be appearing in the upcoming Thor Ragnarok, but still no word of a standalone film. In a recent interview with USA Today, actor Mark Ruffalo was asked if we're any closer to a Hulk movie, to which he said the following. Actually, it feels even further away. It's not Marvel's property, it's Universal's property. I don't know, it seems really problematic. I'd love to do it, it'd be really fun. There's a lot still to do with the character. I always try to think about different places we could go with him. When you get off the planet Earth, you can start playing with that stuff a little bit. John, in light of Ruffalo's comments about Universal, buyers thought that we'll ever see another Hulk standalone movie.
Well, what we first got to do is clear something up here. The Hulk does not belong to Universal. The rights to the Hulk went back to Marvel back in 2006. Marvel has the exclusive, all-empowering production rights of the Hulk. The Hulk is their character. However, what Ruffalo is actually referring to is that Universal still has the distribution rights to the Hulk. So if Marvel wants to go out and make a Hulk movie, they can, but they can't distribute it. Disney can't distribute it. It's going to be distributed by Universal, and there's a lot of money to be made in distribution. Now, that being said, in the past, Marvel has made films when other studios or distribution companies still had the rights. Like I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the first Captain America and I believe the first Thor might have been distributed by Paramount until those deals lapsed. So it's not like they can't do it if they want to. They can go ahead and do it and let Universal distribute. I think the real issue here isn't that Universal has the distribution rights to Hulk. I still think the issue is what Kevin Feige talked about at the Phase 3 announcement thing at El Capitan last year. Hulk's a tricky character to give him his own movie. Because, look, the Hulk is a global threat. Captain America's great, but he ain't going to destroy the world. Iron Man is great, but, the United States can take him down. The Hulk is a huge problem. And so then you're faced with this issue. Who fights the Hulk? It's a lot like a Superman thing, is who fights Superman, except you can actually have Superman have dialogue. So he's a tricky thing. And so Kevin Feige was talking about how he's going to have a huge presence in all the movies. It's tough. That being said, people love this new Hulk way too much. I think at some point we are going to see it. And maybe taking him off Earth puts him in an environment where he isn't all powerful and can just crush anything you throw at him, and it makes storytelling more interesting. Ruffalo was pointing out too, there's some great potential storytelling about Ruffalo versus the Hulk. About the Hulk, the Hulk's thing that drives him most crazy is Banner, and that inner conflict. You could tell some great stories there potentially. So I believe it's going to happen. I buy it. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, well, I do buy Mark Ruffalo appearing in Zoolander 2 based on the blue steel look that he's giving us in that picture. I also buy that eventually you are going to have another standalone Hulk movie. Look, The Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton, did as good of a job as I think you could possibly do telling that story with the constraints that the Hulk character has. I've always thought, and I think a lot of people agree with this, that the Hulk works best as a character in a bigger film. If you're a basketball fan, he's like Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. He can just knock down threes from the corner all night long. Can't necessarily create his own shot, though. I mean, the Hulk does have some limitations if you're trying to tell an entire movie just based around him. Having said that, if he has a large presence in Thor Ragnarok, what does Marvel do a great job of? They listen to the fans. So if the fans are clamoring for a new Hulk movie, a lot like they were after the first Avengers film, and everybody said, oh, why don't we get our own Hulk movie? If they love him in Thor Ragnarok as much as they loved him in the first Avengers, you're definitely going to see a Hulk standalone movie some point.
Yeah, I specifically like the way what Ruffalo's like hinting at is like getting Hulk off Earth means we are going to get a Hulk movie. But I don't think it's going to be called the Hulk or Planet Hulk. I think what they're going to do is wrap him. And that's what also Feige kept saying is like Hulk is part of our universe and he works well with all the other characters. That's why he's in Thor Ragnarok. That's probably why like after Infinity Wars 1 and 2, he'll still probably be off Earth is my guess. And they'll do some kind of spin-off with him and some of the other cosmic-style characters because that's a good complement to those kind of characters. You need some help with this planet, here's the Hulk. It's like I don't see them doing an Incredible Hulk standalone movie for at least, 8-9 years. And if they do that, will Ruffalo still be around wanting to be that character Banner in 8 or 9 years? If I was Ruffalo, probably sure, why not? But I don't see them doing it anytime soon.
I mean, Marvel has a bunch of untitled projects still that are like going to be taking place around 2020, 2021, and again, depending on what happens, I mean, we still have to survive Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Like, let's not forget, there's like 4 hours of war that the Hulk has to survive in those two movies just to be able to be in a standalone movie. But again, if the fans love him in these 3 movies or these 4 movies that he's going to be appearing in coming up, I think you'll see it sooner than later.
Let me ask you a question. Let me play a little bit of devil's advocate here, because I agree with you, but let me throw this out there. If that does happen, Ragnarok comes out and the Hulk, figuratively speaking, crushes it, and the fans love him in that, could that then go the other way and have Marvel go say, he works great as being in other characters' movies. He works wonderful and the fans loved him. We can keep him there. Do you think it could possibly go that way instead?
I don't think so, because they've already proven that point. And I think that, again, like money talks too. You can make a lot of money if you have people that really want to see a Hulk movie, maybe to the point where they would do what happened with Ant-Man and the Wasp, where they get so excited about a Hulk movie, we need to put this storyline in sooner than later. So they might move a project up. They might move a project back to put a Hulk movie out if he's that popular in Thor Ragnarok.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.